from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Virginia's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it. On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wide receiver going in motion. First carry of the season for this transfer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Holstein to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. They get him on the the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Holstein got his man, and he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein snags it over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Eli spinning it again. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Lewis. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, give to Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Missouri wants to go fast.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing, his contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season. And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Running inside, it's Hardy. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Now facing a third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He lets one fly deep. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Back to the ground with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to Hardy. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right
into the secondary on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Tight end now in motion. Throwing Simmons. Big guy smells it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. It's a draw. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
He breaks a tackle. The Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lewis. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Throwing, Holstein. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Sooners looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 30. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Virginia.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? One more time, it's Hardy. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Third and 6 yards to go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Punts it out of the air. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run.
Makes a grab and got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is... at the 30. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Holstein on the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Going to the run, it's Lewis. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Eli Holstein to throw. Sets up the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Under fire. Trying to get away. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Missouri gets to the line quickly. The give to Hardy. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air on 1st down. Makes a catch. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Here's Holstein to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Got his man downfield. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Play fake, Holstein. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Lewis. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Virginia. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Caught, and he's got room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Missouri wants to go fast.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Holstein. Under fire. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game?
Got a little grass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And the Cavaliers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. In the red area, it's Lewis. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out next